Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. So today, Saturday.
Saturday. It's time to cook.
Maybe we miss Livia. Or I miss Livia. Sei in diretta.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear you, but sorry, my internet sucks.
It's we are having these kind of problems this afternoon, but it's okay. I mean, we are two girls from our home cooking, so sometimes technologies didn't help like we would like it do it.
Okay.
So while Livia.
So I'm gonna be here. Yeah. So no drone today. Sorry, technology doesn't want us to be in the drone. But it's okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly.
Perfect. There's no drone today. I'm gonna post pictures in my Instagram later and on Saturday Food Fever later. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. So here we are for this Saturday recipe. Of Poire à la Belle Hélène. Poire à la Belle Hélène. Pears à la Belle Hélène. Pere alla Bella Elena. So this is a recipe that's a recipe that we discovered later on that me, Livia, and a lot of other people already know because moms or people around house used to cook that recipe in different way. So it's a brand new recipe for me and for Livia, but it's a quite usual recipe in our family, it looks like.
Yes. But I think it's the delicious recipe. And when you suggested that we make Pear à la Belle, à Poire à Belle Hélène, I actually had bought these beautiful pears that are not so ripe, so they're medium, a little bit hard. Maybe it will work. I hope so, because also we're gonna be cooking with sugar, so maybe it's okay to be that the pears are not so ripe. Um, and I was researching about this recipe, and apparently it was invented to pay homage to an opera. So it's to La Belle Hélène opera by Offenbach. So I think this is really cool, and I'm excited to try this. Let's go. So what are we going to need?
So you need to have some pears. I will use KAISER. So these are
I
very.
sure. They're beautiful.
I mean, we don't use to eat KAISER like fruit. KAISER is the type of pears that we use to cook or to put in cake. It's typically hard, and you don't eat it like that because it's really hard and it looks like it's not ready to be eaten. But when you need to a pear to be cooked, it's the greatest one. So my recipe today is for 2 person, me and Simone. So we need 2 pears and 200 grams of sugar, 1 lemon, cinnamon. I choose the cinnamon instead of anise, star anise, or vanilla, but feel free to use the ingredient that you like the most. And later on, we will need chocolate in order to make the dressing for our pears. So, and 1 liter of water. So easy recipe with few ingredients that you may normally have at home. Livia, what about yours?
I'm gonna use cinnamon, and I'm gonna use cloves. And also I have the limone from Italy today, so I'm glad I'm gonna use that with you.
Great,
And
thank you.
since I'm going to take for my family, I'm gonna make 7 pears. So what do we need?
So, 2 options. You can cook them in 2 different times. So use 1 liter and a half of water and 400 grams of sugar and stir them in 2 times. Or use a big pan and stir them in 1 time. And I would like to say 3 liters of water. This is what I tell you before, right,
Yeah,
Livia?
I have a big pan here. I have a big pan here. So I'm gonna use. They're all going to fit well inside.
Okay, so what I will do is put 1 liter of
And what I
water.
did is that I can't. I don't have the drone here, but it's a big pan, and I put all the pears inside, and I put water enough to cover them and make them float. So I know that when they start boiling, it's working.
Okay,
So you're gonna use
and
grape juice. I'm gonna use grape juice.
this is interesting. I mean, grape juice is something that I was talking also with you yesterday because it's red wine. It's something typically from that part of Italy. We used to cook KAISER pears with red wine. It's like stuffed pears with wine. So good. But today I will not use alcohol in the recipe. I will only drink it while cooking with you. And this is what I'm going to do. So while cleaning the pears from the skin and blah, 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 I will start putting water and sugar into the pan in order to start sugar melt with water. So I will put 1 liter of water and 200 grams of sugar, refined one. And I put the fire not on a high level, but on a medium level. And I will start cleaning the pears. Livia, here I've read that there are 2 options, and I'm going to do the first option. So only clean the pear from the skin and then let it cook the whole pear. Someone say to cut the pear in 4 pieces and clean all the pieces of the pear and then cook it separately. This is something I don't want to do, so I will only put this part away from the pear. Il picciolo.
Yeah, I was reading that you can try to remove the seeds from the bottom. You cut the bottom of the pear and then try to carve a little line to take out the seeds. I'm gonna try to do that with a very like a deboning knife, a boning knife.
So, but how deep you go with this? I mean, I'm doing with you. Don't do it at home, please. I'm not the master of knives, so it's like Livia, can you remember in Thailand when you go in Chiang Mai, you can do fruit carving lesson?
Yes, I've been thinking so much about Thailand. So I'm digging a hole. I saw in some websites that you can use a bowler, like the spoon that is like a bowl that it's used to carve vegetables. And I've
I
also
don't
seen
have it.
people do it with that the core to take the core of the apple. I've seen them do it with that as well. I just found the seed part, but I'm not managing to remove. Ah, yes.
I
Now the
don't know
seed.
you. What you think? This is the best I can do without cutting one finger or.
Yeah, I think it's enough if you take out the seeds. If you find the seeds and you take the seeds out, it's good because then when you're eating, um, you don't find the seeds, and also this hole helps to cook the pear in the middle. So the
Okay,
least
but there are
amount
I
of
mean,
pear that
seeds.
you take out.
In case it's seeds, it's not anything else dangerous for your health. And I will start also peel the pear.
Okay.
I was
And
also thinking to not peel them, but at the end I decided to do it because I think that the syrup cannot go inside with the skin.
yeah,
Let me check water and sugar because we need that it melt little by little. Oh, and you have to cut you have to clean 7 pears. My God.
now five.
How many pears did you do it, Livia?
At the moment, two. Finishing the second. Sorry.
And interesting interesting. I was also reading the story of this recipe and about the operetta La Belle Hélène, Offenbach that wrote this operetta and all the story. And I was imagining why the chef decided to use pears. I mean, do you think that pears can be the image of the female body?
I was not thinking about the female body, but I was thinking about temptation. You know, because Elena was this woman from Greece that got in
Yes, of
love with
course.
the son of Troy's king, and he kidnapped her.
Yes, I know exactly who is Elena di Troia. She did a big mess. We lost Livia. Ciao Livia, dove sei? So, friends, I'm thinking that Livia is hanging up there on the web, but cannot be seen or cannot hear us. Okay, but okay, one Pears is gone, and so is ready to be inside the syrup that we are doing with water and 1 liter of water and 300 grams, sorry, 200 grams of sugar. So I'm melting the sugar at low level with water in order to have syrup that it's not too hot when I'm ready to put the pears. So just wait a minute. We will continue cleaning pears. So this is the second one. And I'm starting cutting this part and then easily cut all the skin around. What I was saying with Livia before is that someone suggests in order to easier and better clean pears from seeds and from everything to cut pears in four, but it's something that I don't want to do because it's, in my opinion, dangerous while cooking the pears. I mean, if you cut the pears and you cook the pears too much, the syrup can go too much inside the pears. And this is something that I don't want that happen because I want the pears as the real taste of fruit. So this is the second one, and we just need to carve a little bit like that and like this. Okay, and like that. So maybe I can clean it a little bit better, but I don't want to risk to do something wrong. So even if they are seeds, you can remove while cooking. So start adding some lemon zest and some lemon juice to the syrup. Ciao Livia!
Ciao, I'm back. So
Great.
catching up to you with you. I'm almost done with the pears. My internet is super bad, but I guess now it's working.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I just was saying that I finished to clean pears and I was
Mm-hmm.
adding some lemon juice and some lemon zest to the syrup. So
Mm.
what I was
So when is the
thinking,
right time? When the syrup is already boiling, you can put it.
yes, my syrup is already boiling. Can you?
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Yes, because I have only 1 liter, Livia. You have 3 liters of water,
Yeah.
and how much how much sugar? So you had a lot of liquid and things to add. What I'm doing is adding some sugar and lemon juice, sugar,
I didn't
sorry.
put so much sugar. I only used 400 grams of sugar.
So you are not putting sugar to the syrup with water. Livia, are you saying to me that you are not adding sugar to the water? While waiting for Livia answer, I'm adding some lemon zest and I'm doing it with
I'm here.
Okay, this special object, cutting the lemon zest.
The water is starting to boil now.
Okay, so one entire lemon zest. And it's so fresh. And cinnamon, 1 stick of cinnamon. And seeds out from the lemon. Okay. 1 lemon juice. And now pears, my pears, are ready to go inside the syrup. Put the fire at higher heat and
I'm still unpeeling pears, but I'll be there. I'll reach you guys.
I'm doing it because the syrup was quite done, and I don't
No, it's
want.
good. Don't wait. Don't wait. It's okay.
Okay, so this is how your pears should look while cooking. And
I was reading about the pears, and I saw that it's good that you put a piece of parchment paper on top of the pears in the boiling water to make the pears cook evenly. You have parchment paper there.
what shall I put on the top of the pears?
You know, parchment paper, to like the butter paper. I make a circle the size of my pan, and I'm gonna cover the pears with it, so the vapor that comes out of the boiling water returns to the pan to cook the bottom part of the upper part of the pear that is not inside the water.
Can I use also a cover pan?
I think not, because the air must escape. I made a hole in the middle, so the water is not boiling so much.
Okay, so shall I prepare it right now?
Yeah,
No.
when they're cooking there, you can put the parchment paper later. It's gonna be just better than the way you're doing now, I guess.
Okay, but you know, I mean, the perfume, it's incredible.
Yes, the
I don't know if it,
limone is so perfumed. It's so good.
mm, che buone, sono proprio buone. Maybe we skip a dinner and we go directly to through dessert.
The good thing is that you have to wait for the pears to cool down to put the chocolate sauce. So in this meantime, maybe you have dinner.
I mean, here it says. Oh, sorry. So yes, it's 6 p.m. So maybe it's good. In the meanwhile, the pears are cooking, and we need to wait until they cool down, we can prepare some dinner.
What
You
are you
know,
going to make?
I will do a risotto.
I made the pumpkin risotto this week and it was perfect.
I saw some pictures. It looks delicious.
It was really delicious. I'm so glad that I made so much that I had for lunch the next day. Some people say, risotto is not good if you're eating it afterwards, but of course it's not the same as the fresh risotto, but it's still delicious.
Yes, of course. I mean, you know, risotto al salto, that it's a risotto, another way to use a risotto is a old risotto that you go on the pan on high fire and then you recook it. But it's good to eat the day after risotto.
Yeah, I mean, of course, risotto is really fast to cook, so it's not like I need a lot of time to prepare it from start, but still, if I have a lot of meetings on the day, it's good to have the lunch ready.
I mean, it is because you need to do the broth. Because to me, it's quite easier to do a risotto than not a pasta sometimes. Yesterday, I did the pasta with some veggies and pancetta. And at the
Mm.
end, making that pasta, it was like 40-45 minutes. If I have already the broth done, the stock done, like tonight, I had already some meat broth done. It need like 20 minutes to do a risotto.
Yes, it's really, really fast.
So, at what number of pairs are you?
The last. Did you cover your pears with the parchment paper or give up?
Not, not so far. I need to do it now. But same. I mean, can I not use some
Of
aluminium?
course, but it's because I read that it's really good. So I unpeeled all the pears, and while I was peeling them, I put the other ones in a big bowl with water and lime to prevent them to become dark. So I have my seven
Yes.
pears here, and I'm gonna put them inside the pan that is already boiling. I'm gonna put the lime zest like you did, lemon zest because I'm using Italian lemon. The smell of the syrup with the sugar, the cinnamon, and the cloves is already really good. Now I'm adding the lemon and the lemon zest.
Wow. Super good.
Yeah.
Super good, Livia. I'm trying to put the camera in order to show you what's going on inside the pen, but the high level technology we have here didn't help us.
You have a lot of technology, really.
Yes, my hand that God gave me.
Okay, so
Best
I'm gonna use
technology
the
ever.
parchment paper to cover them, and I'm gonna post the recipe on Instagram. So if people want to see how I use it, I'm gonna put it on the Instagram page.
Okay, and then one hole in the middle. Okay, I put the thing.
Yeah, I guess it's just now that we just have to wait until the pears are cooked. The
Yes,
smell is already really good.
exactly. So, just to resume a few things, what you need are pears, sugar, water, and some aromas if you want, like vanilla, star anise, or cinnamon.
And I think a lemon or lime is very important too, right?
Exactly. And then you need chocolate to do the dressing. So these are the ingredients that you may have if you want to do this recipe. If you want to cook them, what you need to do is peel off the pears and take off the seeds. Start boiling some water with sugar and all the aromas you want, and lemon zest and lemon juice, and put the pears and keep them cooking and stirring for 25 minutes. Check them
Okay,
out.
so it's now 2 p.m. here in Brazil. So in I think 2:20, I'm gonna check if my pears are cooked. And I also read that after they're cooked, it's good to leave them cool down inside the syrup because in this way the syrup comes inside the pear.
Exactly. So let's see you later for ending this beautiful dessert.
Yes. Tell me what time because maybe I can connect. Maybe I'm still not ready, but tell me and maybe I'll connect as well to make the syrup.
So my pears are not ready, and I think it will need at least 20 minutes again. So it means I will cook them not before 7:30.
Okay.
7:30 Italy times, so not before 1 hour and a half.
It's good for me, 1 hour and a half.
Okay, so see you later.
See you later. Mwah.
Livia went and I'm alone here with my pears. Ciao, a dopo ragazzi.